We're passionate about hard-hitting stories that matter. Get ready to challenge your perception and discover the real world. Let's dive deep into the issues that affect our communities, revealing the untold stories and giving you a voice. No sensationalism, no bias, just raw, unadulterated truth. I am committed to delivering news without compromise. Hard facts as we know them, when we know them, and how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. This will be your most authentic news experience starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
In a world where misinformation runs rampant, one show stands apart from the...
Are you tired of all the noise and speculation in the news? On Hard Fact, we cut through the clutter and get straight to the truth.
If only Fubra has been aware of the boo-boo trap, he would have understood in democracy there are bases for everybody to do accordingly.
Join us as we bring you the stories that matter. We go beyond the headlines to uncover the real facts and the core of every story.
We are doing this, we are doing that. At the end of the day, nothing good will come out. What did they promise us? They will be in charge of security and life and whatever. But what are we getting in return?
With in-depth analysis and experts interviews, Hard Facts delivers the truth that others dare not to reveal. Tune into Hard Facts every weekday, 3 to 6 p.m. and arm yourself with the knowledge you need to navigate today's complex world. Hard Facts, where the truth always prevails.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk. It's a very cool day if you ask me, and yes, if you have a few clothes that are a little bit warm clothes, don't wear anything too thick because, you know, it's still a bit, you know, cool, but then it might be warm if you wear too warm clothes. I'm saying all of this to say it's a pretty warm, nice, cool, all kinds of things happening in one weather. You know, it's very cool, cloudy outside, but then if you take a walk down the road, you might break a little bit of sweat. But I love the weather. This is the kind of weather where you just want to, you know, curl up in bed and just have a cup of cocoa or coffee, depending on what your drug of choice is, or you just, you know, want to be in front of the television. But I like to be behind the microphone. It's my favorite place in the whole world, and this is why we're here. Welcome to Hard Facts. It's the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station, and this is your most authentic news experience. You cannot get it anywhere else but here, and we're broadcasting live from our audio-visual studios right here in It's Me and Crescent's Victoria Island, Lagos. My name is Maryann Okon. Welcome to Hard Fact. Well, as usual, we start off with the big three stories, stories making headlines on our national dailies, stories that are debuting in our news bulletins right here within the station, and, of course, stories that you and I are bantering on social media, making it to trend. These are the stories we're bringing to you. And, of course, you know, I always bring you a little something on the ride. I always bring you something from... whatever is trending. And the biggest trending story, which I will have a member of the House of Assembly from Cross River State tomorrow on the Big Three to tell us what happened. But I will play you a video what transpired before the impeachment of the Speaker of the House of Assembly in River State, just for your viewing pleasure. And for those of you who are watching us live, facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM, and also on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Welcome to the Big Three. And this, ladies and gentlemen, once again, is Hard Facts.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
All right, Lagos, let's take a look at the big stories for today. Yes, of course, we're starting with minimum wage because Labour is still in the news. Yes, they're not going to go anytime soon. I hope they don't because, of course, conversations have to be had. And the cost of living, I must tell you, is continuously rising high and it's not even looking back. So we don't even know what to do. Although I think we do know what to do. It's just that we're not ready to have that conversation. I don't come again. All right, let's start with minimum wage. Well, Labour and federal government meeting ends in deadlock. Apparently, the tripartite minimum wage negotiation meeting involving Labour and the federal, state governments and the organised private sector yesterday ended in a deadlock following Labour's dismissal of government's 54,000 offer as expected. Labour leaders also lamented the absence of state governors in the meeting to present their offers as their representatives said they had no mandate. How cheeky. Anyway, Vanguard newspaper gathered that the meeting will reconvene today at 4 p.m. So in about roughly 49 minutes. Yes, that meeting will reconvene. According to sources, Labour leaders insisted that the federal government had not made an offer that appears that the government is serious. And so, of course, everyone's asking, what should be Labour's next move after this deadlock with government? What should be their next move? All right, let's talk about Atiku and Obi. Yes, in the Punch newspaper here, the APC is saying that Atiku and Obi are desperate and can't be trusted with power. Yes, it can be trusted with power. But let's take a look at that story in detail. The All Progressive Congress yesterday dismissed the potential merger talk between the People's Democratic Party, presidential candidate of the 2023 presidential elections, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, and standard bearer of the Labour Party in the same election, Peter Obi. It described Atiku and Obi as desperate politicians who would not be trusted with power. The ruling party also said it had no doubt the meeting between the two opposition candidates would amount to nothing, saying it was being fueled by mutual desperation to ensure President Bola Tinubu did not return to office in 2027. But my question is, would you trust a merger between Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar? Can you trust Nigeria into the hands of these two together? Let's talk. Also, moving away from that, I've got a lot of stories. I'm just going to run through them and then I'll play you the very interesting video. Babatunde is standing by to do that for me. On the business side of things, we must take advantage of this story and sink our teeth into it. Mr. Cardoso is in the news. 26.25% interest rate. Private sector fears loan repayment crisis. Yes, in case you don't go collect loan as private sector business, you got to be shaking in your pants because members of the organized private sector and economists have expressed fear over the hike. In fact, it's the latest of the hikes in the nation's benchmark interest, which is the money policy rate, by the Money Policy Committee, saying the decision could significantly hamper economic operations' ability to repay their loans. That's economic operators. Now, at the end of the 295th meeting on Tuesday, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Layemi Cardoso, who also doubles as the chairman of the Monetary Policy Committee, announced the decision that day. The MPC raised the interest rate by 150 basis points to 26.25% from 24.74%. Now, Tuesday MPR's hike became the third consecutive rise in the benchmark interest this year. And if you are in the private sector, what could be your concerns? Yes, with the interest rate hike, do you have any concerns? What are they? Let's talk about them. And finally, do you remember the story about the situation in Banex Plaza? Yes, there is a video by Arise TV. I'm going to play you the audio where the former chief of army staff, was quoted. In fact, he said succinctly that he supports what happened, or the shutdown of Banex Plaza. For those of you who do not know, the army has taken over Banex Plaza, because in the video that I'm going to be playing to you, people in Banex Plaza were seen beating up soldiers, literally mercilessly. It's a very disturbing video. And that obviously resulted to the police and army taking over Banex Plaza. In fact, we hear that on Tuesday, the army announced the shutdown of Banex Plaza in the Wuse area of Abuja. The army had said that he had shut down the plaza after discussions with the plaza's management following an assault on 2 soldiers on the premises on Saturday. Army spokesperson Onyema Nwachuku said the shutdown was to allow for investigation of the assault. Concerns have been raised, by the way, about the legality of the army's action in the announcement of a democratic society, with a human rights lawyer describing it as a violation of the rule of law. He said, and I quote, "Nigeria is not under military rule. You cannot, in an attempt to address one issue, shut out others from their legal businesses." This lawyer is saying that, look, we're not under military rule. As much as 2 military officers were, brutalized or bitten or harassed, it can be dealt with in a civil way, as opposed to militarizing that part of Abuja. But I'd like to hear your thoughts, because we're not here to take any sides on this particular issue. I want to know what your thoughts are on the shutdown of Banex Plaza. So I'm gonna start with showing you the video of what happened in the Cross River State House of Assembly. Yes, I'm gonna start with that. I'll play the audio. Okay, I think I can do it from here, so that you can take a look at it. There might not be an audio, but I just want you to see exactly what happened there. Okay, there is some audio, so take a look.
About 1 month and some weeks, my boat got sunk. That claimed the life of about 4 persons. I lost over 9 million, but also delays. Nothing has been done. So, Mr. Speaker, I am very, very aggrieved. That is the more reason that I, on the relation of Canada, representing Calabar South, constituency 1. Based on that, I want to invoke section 92, sub 2C, for the removal of the Speaker of the Federal State. That's it. I Mr. Oman, I represent the Speaker of the Federal. I hereby second the motion approved.
These are legislators, if you ask me. These are people who asked that you vote them. Some of them didn't get in there, through the right, way, but they're there. Legislators fighting like thoughts, like Aguirus on the floor of the House of Assembly. And the sergeant at arms, I really hope that he's safe, because I was so afraid that he might hit his head or get a concussion or something. But this is what has led to the impeachment of the speaker, and of course fighting over the mace. But tomorrow we'll talk about it in its entirety. But I want you to also take a look at what happened in Wuse Market. Don't worry, guys, the phone lines will be open in a bit. You can go ahead and join the conversation and tell me what your thoughts are. But first, I do not condone what happened in this video. I hate the fact that anyone would put their hands on a uniformed operative. But we also have not heard from the people in Wuse, because there has to be an investigation, to tell us exactly why they thought it was okay to hit 2 officers in uniform if not for the intervention of certain other people, it could have gone worse. But take a look at that video from what happened in Wuse Market. I'm not Wuse, I beg your pardon, in Banex Plaza in Wuse.
Hey, see that one? You don't stop. What is up? I'm doing control of that.
Okay, so a terrible, disturbing video. Whatever the reason was, they could have called the police, they could have called, I don't know. But whatever the reason was, it was not right to hit soldiers. I think I saw some police officers trying to intervene also. And you could hear from the voices of the people in the background, they know they hit soldier. It's terrible. But I needed for us to see that video because General Irabo spoke about this issue and he was very clear about it. He said, you shouldn't hit anyone, beat anybody who's wearing a uniform. But there are those who also commented under that video on social media saying, but then those in uniform should not beat Nigerians as animals. But does it even make it right on both ends? Because they do it, doesn't make it right for us to do it. Because look at what's happened to Banex Plaza. It's shut down. I'm going to play it when we come back from a break. But in the meantime, join the conversation. We are live. Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Send me a message on WhatsApp 080959758505. You could join the conversation on Twitter. That's X. Use the hashtag HardFact. You could also be part of the conversation by calling us from diaspora, which is obviously Skype, Nigeria Info FM. The big stories for today, once again. Yes, starting with Labour. Labour is saying that their meeting ended in a deadlock, and I'm asking what should be their next game plan. Second story, obviously, Atiku will be desperate, can't be trusted with power. Will you trust Nigeria? Would you trust a Nigeria into the hands of Peter Obi and Atiku? Also, of course, Mr. Cardoso is in the news this time around. It's about the increase in interest rates, and the private sector is shaking in its boots. And finally, the issue at Banex Plaza. Right now, as we speak, police and Abuja administration saying that they were not consulted before the army shut down Banex Plaza. The fact that the army even put out a statement that they're going to shut down Banex Plaza in a democratic dispensation. Could the army be running amok, especially with what happened in Delta? Or are they within their rights to do what they've done? We'll be talking right after this break.
There's a reason why over 1 million people tune into Hard Facts every day. We discuss in-depth stories with sources behind the facts.
The Lagos State High Court
sitting
convicted, suspended the Chicago certificate story. It's never going away, is it? Show with stories for the day.
You hear diverse voices and opinions.
And she was meeting campaign with the husband, knowing that.
You should not put happy because there is nothing to happy about.
Yeah, it's quite pathetic the way the country is going.
We distinguish each story accurately with analysis.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
They talk and you talk. This is Nigeria Info.
If you say no weapon fashion against me shall prosper, what about the way we are fashion against ourselves?
Campaign is over. I still wonder why we keep hearing they are coming. We are about to do this and
the
that.
The devil wants us to say that God is not good. The crisis we are in now is economic persecution.
In fact, recording it and putting it on the social media is parents.
Are you ready to kick off the Children's Day celebration in style?
It's the Kids FM Festival! Get ready
ready for the inaugural Kids FM Festival happening on May 26th at 12 p.m. at the prestigious Balmoral Convention Center in Victoria Island, Lagos.
Come and experience the magic of live performances by talented young artists,
Captivating storytelling sessions,
and thrilling interactive activities that will speak your language, that will spark your imagination and keep you entertained all day long.
That's right. Plus, indulge in delicious treats from our food stalls,
offering everything from tasty snacks to yummy desserts.
Tickets are free, so hurry and secure your spot for a day of unforgettable memories.
Visit www.kidsfm.ng.
Kids FM Festival,
where every moment is a treasure.
Ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls, introducing the first of its kind in Nigeria.
The first radio just for kids. It's here at 101.7 Kids FM.
Are you serious?
Oh, yes.
It's going to be fun for kids on your airwaves 24/7.
Talking about from exciting games,
check,
to juicy gist,
double check,
and great music,
super check.
All these and more on your number one play station, 101.7 Kids FM.
Don't be the last to join the train. Download the Kids FM app on your iOS or Play Store today and stay tuned on the go.
You can stream on our website at kidsfm.ng.
You can also follow us on all socials at kidsfm.ng and stand a chance to be one of the super kids.
On 101.7 Kids FM. Remember, it's no dull moments on Kids FM.
So tune in and stay locked on 101.7 Kids FM.
Let's play.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Credible journalism, bridging the gap between people and those in authority. With Hard Facts, you are sure to get only the facts.
Tune in to Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, it's time for us to take your thoughts and your comments. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're broadcasting live. This is Hard Facts, and these are the big three stories. Actually, 4 stories for today. My name is Maryann Okon. 0700 993 993 993. That's 0700 993 993 993. Let's hear your thoughts. And here is General Irabo. He was on Arise TV speaking about the situation at Banex.
A Nigerian who have served in the armed forces and, of course, been retired, at the level I did, it to be inappropriate if I see what is going wrong and I do not speak against it. So it's for that context, I will say that the Banex Plaza incident is a very sad one. Sad one in the sense that when you see a soldier in uniform, whether armed or not, you raise your hand against that individual. Besides being a soldier, even any uniformed person, for as long as he's an agent of the state, any attack on him is an attack on the state. And so every Nigerian of goodwill must condemn such acts. And so for me, I join to support the closure of Banex Plaza for as long as it takes to have everyone.
Well, he says for as long as it takes for investigations to get into the people who are behind the violence against those 2 soldiers. What are your thoughts? Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, good afternoon, Maria.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Line, and I'm calling from Ekwe.
Go ahead.
Yeah, on the issue of minimum wage, when next is time to go to election, before you put on that vest, that face cap that reads the name of the political party, ask the person contesting on the platform of that political party, are you going to be a wicked leader? How much will you be earning? How much will the Nigeria average worker be earning? Finalize the issue before you go to the poll, so that people won't be taking us for a ride. But the issue of PDP, Labour Party, and if we can cross them, politicians only have permanent interest. But the fair thing to the community, to the society, is that beneath that permanent interest, let the interest of the generality, the growth of your people, be inserted, within that your permanent interest. So they are only doing it for their permanent interest, but I will appeal to them, that the interest of the generality of Nigerians, should be included. Then for the monetary policy,
your 60 seconds is gone. Oh, yeah, 10 seconds, quickly. All right, you're gone. All right, thank you very much. Hello? Anybody home? Hello? Welcome to Hard Facts. Hello? Oh dear, do call us back. 0700 993 993 993. Please, when you call me, turn down the volume of your radio. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann, how are you? This will be calling from Atiku.
Obi, go ahead. You have 60 seconds.
Yeah. You know this issue of 26% increase. You see, I tell you, good economics plus good economic disaster. Let them continue to increase and continue to disorganize and destroy businesses. Tomorrow they will start talking of inflation. And for people talking of desperation, Maryann, if you are looking for a job in Nigeria, first time you didn't take it, second time, fifth time, finally you were taking it. Is that desperation? Is it not a good desperation? For me, they should trash that issue of desperation, please. Thank you very much. All
right, thank you very much for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. I'm so sorry. 0700 993 993 993. If you're a lady, call 0201 465 7190. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello. Yes, good afternoon. I can hear you.
Afternoon, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Well done.
Thank you.
So for the Banex matter, what I can say there is let Nigerians use their thoughts and count their teeth. Then I want to talk on NLC and the minimum wage. In as much as they return back to the negotiation table, let NLC emphasize more. Let them engage government more on bringing down cost of living, and let government bring down cost of governance. Yes, because when they bring down cost of living, whatever they finally agree to pay the NLC, they can cope up with. Yes, but for me, 54,000 is not encouraging. Let government consider 90 and 100,000.
Okay,
yes.
All right.
But let them emphasize more on bringing down cost of living. That's
okay. All right. So reduce the cost of living, and maybe the Labour wouldn't have to ask for so much money, because of course tracing power, that's majorly the crux of the matter here. If you pay me 70,000 and I can't buy anything with it, and a bag of rice is 80,000, what's the essence? Of course. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Peter Usifu. I'm calling from Ikotu.
Peter, go ahead, please.
On the labor issue.
Okay.
I know that many people will want labor to earn more money, like say 400 naira, 400,000, 300,000, so on and so forth. But in my own opinion, the government should make it 50,000 naira from that 54,000 naira. Labor should please agree. Because there are other things. It is not everybody that works with federal government and even the state government. And remember, many of the state governors cannot even pay this amount. You understand? They cannot even pay.
They're still struggling. Yes, naira. Absolutely.
So let labor agree, and then let labor talk of reality. That is the inflationary trend in the country, in the economy. Let the inflationary trend come down, and let there be more goods. It doesn't let the government open the borders. People are suffering.
Okay.
So this
all
is
right.
what labor should be thinking about, because they're making their money 200,000 or more.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I have to let you go because of time. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts. Oh, so sorry about that. Do call me back. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts. Hello. Do call me back. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. This is Pastor Ladipo.
Go ahead.
Calling from Oriledu.
Yes.
Maryann, this increase that they are doing, this 26%, is it because they themselves are not feeling the impact of what is going on in this country? That's the reason why they are just coming up with all kinds of things. So if that cyber security levy fail, they look for another means to make sure they still increase this thing. It's not ideal. Now, let's talk about labor. For me, I think labor has been infiltrated. That is why it seems that like they are powerless now. If not, why are they treating them as if they are begging? The lowest amount any local government councillor receives is 400, 300, 400.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
How much is local government chairman? How much are they receiving? Maryann, for me, let Labour unite and make their demand clear.
All right.
Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much for calling us, Pastor Ladipo. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello? Oh, we lost that call. All right, let's go to social media. Someone just sent a message on Twitter saying that the mobile app is pausing and it's repeating itself. It's looping and just playing back the same thing over and over again. We're hoping that our engineers can, fix that for us. In the meantime, let me go to WhatsApp. I'll go to Facebook also. And if you're watching us live on YouTube, post your comments on all of the stories that we're looking at today. This one says the minimum wages will not end the economy hardship of Nigeria. Have they even thought about the private sectors or the unemployed citizens? How does minimum wage affect people's lives? Positively or negatively? Federal government should reduce fuel price, fix our refineries, and open the borders. Olushogajai, thank you. This one says, I pity anyone who's still believing in the twisted stories of the management of the economy. It is not increments of form of taxes. It's one hard economic policy. If it's not the increment of one form of tax, it's one hard economic policy from the CBN and inconsistent stories from the NNPC and all government parastatals. They have nothing to offer, he says, as part of putting the economy on the right path. As far as putting the economy on the right path is concerned, they started very wrongly and are not ready to admit it and go the right way. How can one explain the manner they are pricing with NLC? This happens all the time on minimum wage issues. If you are buying crayfish at Oyinbo Market, as if they're buying, I'm sure that's what you mean, as if they're buying crayfish at Oyinbo Market, just playing on the sensibilities of the ordinary citizen. Sorry, my people. Steve from Ijaniki. Thank you, Steve. Robert here says, I will be very sad with Joe Ajero if he backs off from the minimum wage increase fight for Nigerian workers. He will forever lose my respect. The government is making life more difficult for Nigerians by the day, despite the various taxes imposed on us all. They still went further to increase the interest rate and worsen the situation. They should continue to clap for themselves for making our life hard. The military should call their men to order. Our soldiers should not be an object of scorn. They should desist from civil matters. Okay. This one says, good afternoon, Maryann. We're terribly bored by all these APC talks about Atiku and Obi as well as 2027. Do not make any sense at all. Nigeria is presently facing economic and unthinkable security problems, and APC should forget about 2027 and prefer solutions to our problems. This is Chima from Surulere. This one says, in fact, I'm laughing in Chinese. The devil is a liar and a destroyer. He says, I should not trust the savior. Why is APC afraid of Obi and Atiku? This time around, we're taking our nation back from them. Enough of these bad policies. Imagine NPR at 26.5%. Can Cardoso survive at that rate as a businessman? Yomi, thank you for your message. This one says, you've not been oppressed by these people, or you'd actually pity them. Which people are you talking about? Are you talking about the soldiers? Jimo Ishagamu here says, good afternoon, Maryann. For me, the incident that happened at Banex Plaza, Abuja over the weekend, first, it's very pathetic indeed, and I also blame the two uniformed men for not reporting the case to either Nigeria police or leaders at the plaza, because it's a civil matter. It's high time our uniformed men know their boundaries. From Abdul Ganiyu. Thank you, Abdul. Lucky Lola here says, my question is, why should the army get involved in civil affairs? Why are these people behaving as if we're in a military regime? Must everyone run away from these military people? These people, they overdo, but that doesn't mean that we should treat them like that. Of course, and that's what I've said. It should not be done. We should not be seen beating up our soldiers and treating them like, I don't know, but it was just very hard to watch that video. APC are right by saying Obi and Atiku are desperate for power and their marriage of merger will not stand to do greedy nature of Habib. I don't understand the second part of your message, but okay. This one says meeting between Atiku and Obi has become simplest night for APC. Adams in Ikorodu. This one says greetings, thank you. APC should be the one that we don't trust in power. We don't trust Atiku and Obi because of APC has destroyed everything in the country by high inflation, no job, no fuel, no employment. Everyone is suffering. What do you expect from a local government? Now they have power, but they don't know what to do with the power. Rather than putting everybody in bitterness and anger. Dampi from Igondo. Thank you. Kingsley from Ikorodu says, what do you think when building a monster, they will come after you when they are hungry? That's what is playing out in Cross River. For the CBN, we are in the hands of tax collectors. I'm sure you mean tax collectors. And the leopard doesn't change its skin. Beating a uniformed man is no to me. Those people must be brought to books. It's just customers' approach and understanding. That's how I've been oriented about business. Obi and Atiku is the best option for now. Joyous will always say in the absence of good reason, she will take one on board. Okay, Kingsley. I didn't understand that last part of your message, but thank you for texting us. This one says, good afternoon, please. We don't need their minimum wage increase. Let the president bring PMS to 100 naira and the cost of living or everything will come down. Ken from Agbara. Okay, 100 naira. Really? This one said, good afternoon. I'm Dr. Mustafa Abubakar from Shashi. Government should have human feelings and allow labor to be paid huge sums as senators are paid enormously. This one says, APC is talking about trust. Do this government think 20% of Nigerians trust them apart from those who have opened their mouths for APC to, not say that on air. Anyone as it is now still planning to give APC a vote, such people must need to be taken to intensive care for a mental examination before it's too late. Jeremiah from Ikeja, take it easy, man. Drink a cup of water. This one says, I'm totally in support of General Irabo. Beating any force man is beating the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. The boys must be fished out for investigation for forestalled future lawlessness. The Banex occupiers know them, I believe. Nathaniel from Abuja. Thank you very much, Nathaniel. I've got 11 minutes on the clock. I'm going to come back to the phone lines, but let me quickly go to Facebook Live. I want to see all your comments and read all of them. Don't forget, if you're watching us live on YouTube, you can also be part of the conversation. Post your comment. Anthony Udo says, please help me tell the government to pay at least 100,000 to workers in the country. Okay, Anthony, I'll try my best. A.B. Ambo says, though a bloody civilian that I am, I cannot stomach the humiliation of 2 soldiers in that video. I know, right? It's just, I found it very difficult to watch, very difficult. Oyemachi here says on Facebook, by APC's response, we can see that they are apprehensive. The measure will produce a better president. And Swaz Ajayi says, Swaz, I can't read your message online and I don't know exactly who you're directing that message to. So, sorry, Swaz. I'm so sorry. Yes, really sorry. Anyway, I'm going to take more of your calls before I come back to WhatsApp. So 0700 993 993 993. Call us back if that was you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Christopher is my name. Calling from Ikoyi.
Go ahead, Mr. Chris.
Yeah. Hello.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought it's the call screen announced.
Go ahead quickly.
I didn't know it's the action lady.
Go ahead. You have 60 seconds, please.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Quick one. Atiku, Obi, Lamido, Saraki, Kwapaso, right? 5 of them. Add 5 more. They can't change the status quo. Because,
oh, Mr. Chris, I have to let you go. Your line is so dodgy. So please call me back if you can, all right? Hello? All right, apologies. I don't know what's happening, but try calling me back, okay? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello? Oh, so sorry, guys. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello? Welcome to Hard Facts. Turn off your radio, please.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. My name is Daniel.
Go ahead, Daniel. You have 60 seconds.
Yes. I want to speak on Obi and Atiku.
Go ahead.
Yes. For now, APC is always afraid of Obi. I don't know why. And the earlier they start, the better. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. All right. I want to take a few more calls here. Hello. Welcome to Hard Fact. Hello. Oh, Mr. Chris, it's not working. I'm so sorry. It has to be where you are. It has to be where you are. It's making the network, the connection very dodgy. I'm so sorry. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Maryann, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Regulati.
Is it possible for you to
Hello?
speak up so I can hear you better?
Okay. You can hear me now?
Perfect.
Okay. You see, I am very, very happy that Buhari came and disgraced their supporters. Tinubu also has come, is disgracing them. It's very good for them because 2014, we knew where they were going, that they were just lying. And what the lies they told them has played out. Very, very happy. Let them continue.
Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know if we're talking about Tinubu and Buhari here. Hello.
Actually, can you hear me now?
Perfect. This works now.
Good one. I said Obi, Lamido, Kwankwaso, Saraki, 5 of them. Add 5 more people. They can't change these guys that are running the affairs of this country. Yes. They are not like PDP. PDP are made up of gentlemen. 2014, you say all sorts of things. They quit. So these guys are not. This man, 8 years, and he's found somebody. And trouble. I'm telling you, we're in trouble. You think whoever will.
Oh, Mr. Chris, it's happening again. It's happening again.
As far as you have this formation of INEC, the judiciary.
I'm going to have to let you go again. It's very bad. I'm so sorry. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Maryann.
Yes. You already spoke to me. You already spoke to me. Yes, Rapper Atiku, you already spoke to me. All right, let's take other calls.
Have I spoken to you?
Yes, you have.
But I have something to say.
You have already spoken to me now, so can we take other calls? We have just very little time, so everybody else can be, heard. Thank you. You can call me on the other side of the clock. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. I'm so sorry, guys. Network is so very, very funny today. All right, let me go back to the messages. I have 5 minutes, 5 more minutes on the clock. This one says, I watched the former army chief Irabo on Arise last night and I was embarrassed. So the Nigerian army can't conduct a proper investigation whilst life and activity carries on. Life ended in Okoma because of one person. Now Banex is closed because of 2 to 3 persons. Again, shame on our society. Chris listening from Accra. All right, Chris, thank you. This one says, these APC people keep insulting the sensibility of Nigerians. When Buhari contested in 2003 to 2007, 2011 and 2015, he was not desperate. Even when the current president, who told his followers to grab, snatch and run with it, was it not desperation? Or the same APC who is in Lagos prevented people from voting during the election is talking about desperation? Ken from Owerri Shoki. This one says the online radio has been doing like that since when it has been launched, though I access it through my laptop, not my phone. Labode. Okay, he's complaining about he's talking about our mobile app or maybe our website. We're going to try to see if we can fix that. Okay, I'm so sorry. This one says APC is full of lies. They take over the power in Nigeria. I'm sure you mean the country has been on a standstill. Nothing is working in this nation. They are destroying the economy of the nation. God is watching them. Okay, thank you. I didn't get your name. This one says, for Labour to think I think they should forget about this because the government will not pay 30k. That is the old minimum wage. Skype is not letting me read this. Okay. He says, rather than wasting their time, that they want the increment to 600k. It's not possible in this country. And as for the military, it's becoming a big problem for people to fight the military men in Banex Plaza. Anybody fighting military in uniform men are enemies to our nation. I condemn the act so they should bring down Banex Plaza, not even closing it down. Daniel, they should bring it down. If you had a shop there, would you be happy for them to bring it down? Victor from Kano here says, if military do this to civilian, nobody would talk. Now civilian beating military, everybody they complain. But then it's not right. Two wrongs don't make a right. Let's take this call from Prince Adeyinka. Hello?
Hi, good evening, Maryann.
Good evening, Prince Adeyinka.
Thank you for your magic touch. The app work quickly.
Thank you.
Talking about the NLC.
Yes.
Even the situation that is they are asking for, that's highly impossible with this kind of a government that they are owing money everywhere. So it's highly impossible. I have not seen how much the federal government is going to offer at the end of the day that will meet the need of the poor masses. Because this, at the end of the day, this has to deal with the economy itself. Because if they offer 200,000 and later on now they increase the fuel price again, because I know this government, they will look for a way to cough that money back again. So at the end of the day, we will be back to zero again. Because there's no amount, even the 615, if they offer it as a minimum wage, it's still not enough. Because the economy is at its lowest. It is very, very lowest. So all this dilly-dally they are playing at the end of the day, somebody mentioned that at the end it will be disappointed if NLC back out from this. I won't be surprised because they've done it before. Okay. Where I would have seen this NLC stand on their ground is on this fuel subsidy. But they refused. They didn't do anything else at that time. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Prince Adeyinka, for calling. We do appreciate it. All right, we can still take some, maybe one more call from Skype. I can be that nice. Tunde Fayode here on YouTube is saying hi to you, Tunde. I can read some more messages while we wait to take one more call from the diaspora. Atiku Obi, present APC, they're all thieves. No saint among our politicians yet. The saints are yet to surface. Anonymous. Okay. This one says, go with APC's opinion of Atiku and Obi are desperate to be president of Nigeria, but the APC is not handling the current situation in the country in the manner it's supposed to be. The APC cannot be trusted again. This is a hard fact, says Safiano Mustafa from Kano. This one says, my name is Silas. If you ask the Nigerian army, if you ask me, I'm sure that's what you wanted to type. The Nigerian army is gradually losing their respect because they have been compromised. They have to sit back and think on how they got to this point. I do not support it. Good afternoon, Maryann. Okay, thank you. You didn't give me your name. This one says, please read my messages. For 2 months now, you never read my message. Really, Uche. This one says, I support the army to take necessary action against those because if them I'm sure you mean if they let it pass, people will do their worst. Okay, thank you. This one says, what has a common man benefited from this so-called democracy? It has been pain. Democracy is not working for the people. Okay, thank you. You didn't give me your name. This one says, what Obi and his boss, menacing after death, this is what they should have done in the last election. Sorry, they can't do anything now. This isn't joking at all. Between military man, you are looking for war. Tosin. Wow. Your messages are interesting. Please kindly read your messages before you send them to me, okay? Soldiers misbehave a lot. Imagine hitting a car hard just to allow their car go. Interesting. This one says, these APC people keep insulting the sensibility of Nigerians. When I think I've read your message before, Ken. I'm going to move past it. I have a few seconds to go. So Henry from Mile 12 here says, the way APC has destroyed this country shows that they don't know anything about governance. Can Nigerians ever smile like Jonathan's era again? I guess that's jam question. We have to go for a break. When we come back, don't worry. On the other side of the clock, it'll be Madam Landlord because it's another Wednesday.
They talk and you talk. This is Nigeria Info.
If you say no weapon fashion against me shall prosper, what about the way we are fashion against ourselves?
Campaign is over. I still wonder why we keep hearing they are coming.
Are you finding it difficult listening to your favorite talk radio, Nigeria Info, via the mobile app? Come closer. Let me fix that for you. Now launch the app on your device. Click the 3 lines on the top left corner of the app. Look for settings in the drop-down menu and click on it. Turn on the first option that you see. Make sure you turn on the option that says always use highest quality available audio. Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it! Oh, sorry, you did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Hey there, kids and parents!
Are you ready to kick off the Children's Day celebration in style?
It's the Kids FM Festival! Get ready for the inaugural Kids FM Festival happening on May 26th at 12 p.m. at the prestigious Balmoral Convention Center in Victoria Island, Lagos.
Come and experience.
Tonight's info, we are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.